Slightly smaller than Uruguay, Suriname is the smallest nation on the South American continent, with about 163,000 square kilometers. However, size is not the most important factor in this obscure part of the planet. Women in Suriname carry a graceful and captivating presence, shaped by generations of cultural blending and resilience. Is Suriname the location where romance and adventure collide, where you discover new things and maybe even make a surprising connection? In addition to its allure, Suriname is home to some of the best football players in the world, many of whom have made an impression on the global scene, especially for the Netherlands. What else, then, is unique about this little-known nation? Come along with us as we uncover the mysteries of Suriname, a country in South America that continues to astound those who venture there. The world is still mostly unaware of Suriname, a hidden gem in the northeastern region of South America. Notwithstanding its tranquility, the nation is full with natural beauty, cultural diversity, and untold tales just waiting to be unearthed. One of the two countries in South America that is not a part of Latin America is Suriname, along with its neighbor Guyana. Why? Because of the British and Dutch impact on its history, it is situated within the Guyanas, which also contains French Guiana, and the three countries have close cultural and historical ties. Suriname is the smallest country on the continent, slightly smaller than Uruguay, with a total area of about 163,000 square kilometers. It is the 90th largest country in the world out of 195. With only about 630,000 people, Suriname has a relatively small population for its modest area. It is now the 165th most populous nation on Earth. For comparison, its population is smaller than that of Luxembourg or the Comoros. Interestingly, about two-thirds of the population lives in or near the capital, Paramaribo, leaving large swaths of the nation veiled in mystery and unspoiled landscape. Suriname provides a sense of tranquility and isolation amidst its vibrant landscapes, with a population density of less than 4 persons per square kilometer. Surinamese women reflect the country's vibrant cultural mosaic, preserving traditions while embracing the future of the country itself. With minor communities of Indigenous or Mestizo ancestry contributing to the cultural fabric, the majority of Surinamese women identify as descended from Afro-Surinamese or Javanese communities. In keeping with the nation's diverse heritage, Surinamese women frequently exhibit a wide range of physical traits. Their appearance often reflects a blend of African, Javanese, and Indigenous heritage, a living testament to the country's diverse ancestry. Each region of Suriname contributes to a rich diversity of traditions, making its communities, and the women within them, truly one of a kind in South America. However, their beauty is not the only thing that makes them appealing. Surinamese women are renowned for their friendliness and openness. They make it simple for guests to feel at home in this faraway country by welcoming them with open arms. Additionally, the language is crucial to their day-to-day existence. While some are fluent in Indigenous languages, the majority of Surinamese women are bilingual or multilingual, frequently speaking Javanese, Dutch, English, and Surinamese Creole. Because of the nation's varied history and ethnic communities, Surinamese women are able to communicate with individuals from around the globe because of their multilingualism. Remarkably, a large number of Suriname's Javanese women identify more with their Javanese roots than with their religious affiliations, including Hinduism. This demonstrates the Javanese community's strong sense of cultural pride, which stems from the Dutch colonial era and makes them one of Suriname's largest ethnic groups. Curious about Suriname? You might just find deep connections, not only with people, but with stories, traditions, and unexpected cultural treasures. Leave a comment with your ideas. Suriname is notable for its strong ties to the Caribbean, even though the majority of South American countries have a Latin past. Due to its historical ties to the English-speaking Caribbean countries as a former Dutch colony, Suriname has developed tight ties with the Caribbean Community, or CARICOM. The membership of Suriname, which has existed since 1995, displays its strong ties to identity and Caribbean values. This regional organization emphasizes on strengthening economic and cultural ties among its members. Suriname has established itself as a cultural link between the Caribbean and South America by joining CARICOM. Sports are also aligned with the Caribbean. To further emphasize its relations with the Caribbean countries, Suriname's national football team plays in the Confederación de Fútbol de América del Norte, Central, and the Caribbean, or CONCACAF, rather than the South American. CONMEBOL. Suriname's impact on football is equally noteworthy. Because of their common background, many Surinamese athletes have achieved remarkable success in the Netherlands. Football players with Surinamese ancestry, such as Nigel de Jong, Georgino Wijnaldum, and Ruud Gullit, demonstrate the nation's important role in Dutch football. The Dutch Eredivisie had about 150 players of Surinamese descent, according to a 2009 report, demonstrating Suriname's enduring influence in sports. Beyond cultural linkages, Suriname's participation in CARICOM offers real advantages, including increased trade, access to regional markets, and cooperation on important topics like disaster preparedness and climate change. Suriname's economy and diplomatic standing in the Caribbean are both enhanced by this partnership. Let's now discuss food. Picture the tantalizing scent of toasted bread and fried rice filling the air. I'll tell you more about that soon. But I have a quick request before we start tasting Suriname's tastes. To ensure you are always the first to know when we release new videos, please click the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell if you like our material. We value it greatly and pledge to continue providing you with even better stuff. Deal? Food is more than just food in Suriname. It is a celebration of the nation's rich and varied cultural legacy. With its distinctive combination of Indian, Javanese, African, and indigenous cuisines and customs, each meal tells a tale and captures the country's rich past. Strong spices and fresh ingredients are hallmarks of Surinamese cooking, which results in dishes that are both energizing and full of surprising turns. Roti, an Indian flatbread prepared from chickpea flour and usually eaten with spicy curries, is a real staple. Every guest should try breaking a piece of roti to pick up potatoes for the curry or chicken. One of the favorite Indonesian fried rice dishes, nasi goreng, originates from the Javanese people. This delectable dish has a somewhat caramelized flavor that is both salty and sweet because it is sautéed with soy sauce, sweet kicap manis, and a combination of meat and veggies. The pom, a classic baked dish made with breadcrumbs and seasoned pork, reflects Suriname's African heritage. A popular at parties and family get-togethers, the crumbled breadcrumbs are seasoned with a blend of citrus and spices. With Indonesian roots, bak banan, or mashed fried bananas, is another well-liked delicacy. A beloved snack or side dish, the bananas are fried till the outside is golden and crispy while the center is still soft and sweet. Suriname offers a few regional specialities for drinks that go well with the food's deep tastes. The national beer, Pavo, is refreshing and light, making it ideal for the tropical environment. Fresh fruit and vegetable juices, such pineapple or cold orange juice, provide a cool and revitalizing respite from the heat for those seeking a non-alcoholic beverage. In Surinamese cooking, rice, coconut, tamarind, chicken, pork, and beef are essential components. The blend of Javanese and Indian influences that characterizes Suriname's distinct culinary tradition is reflected in the addition of warmth and acidity from the curry powder and tamarind. Which is your favorite, then? Do you enjoy fried rice, flatbread, or even a cool Pavo beer? Tell us which Surinamese cuisine you would most like to sample in the comments section below. Traditional attire of Suriname provides a striking glimpse into the nation's diverse past. Clothing in Suriname conveys a lot about tenacity, tradition, and cultural pride, from the intricate costumes kept alive by the Javanese population to the African-inspired attire worn by Afro-Surinamese ladies. The koto, a long, lead skirt worn with a broad blouse, is more than just a piece of apparel for Afro-Surinamese women. It is a sign of culture. The koto, which was first made during colonial times to protect itself from the severe tropical climate, is now a treasured symbol of tradition. The angisa, a deeply symbolic headscarf, is worn with the koto. The angisa is a silent language in and of itself, and the way it is folded can discreetly convey a woman's mental state, her civil state, or her private thoughts. Afro-Surinamese women celebrate their ancestors and the protracted struggle for liberation by donning the koto and angisa. These carefully designed costumes, which are worn during significant festivals, rituals, and cultural events, promote unity and uphold tradition. The Javanese community in Suriname, who are descended from people who were imported from Java during the Dutch colonial era, have also continued to dress in traditional ways. In order to connect with their Indonesian heritage, Javanese women frequently don the sarong and kebaya. While the kebaya, a shirt with elaborate embroidery, recalls generations of workmanship, the sarong, an enveloping skirt adorned with batik patterns, displays motifs inspired by nature. When worn together, these outfits exude grace and ethnic pride. Javanese women proudly don these traditional costumes for religious festivals and family get-togethers, enhancing their ties to their homeland and community. These clothes' vivid hues and exquisite craftsmanship convey joy and camaraderie in addition to beauty. Dance and music are more than just entertainment in Suriname. They are essential manifestations of the nation's spirit, shaped by its diverse cultural heritage. A distinctive sound that is both recognizable and unfamiliar is produced by the blending of African, Indonesian, and Indian elements in Surinamese music. Music portrays the tale of Suriname's diverse origins, from the upbeat rhythms of the Kawina dance, which was inspired by Africa, to the reflective melodies of the Indian tablas. The nation's multi-ethnic past is closely associated with its musical character. African, Indonesian, Indian, and Indian communities all contribute with their own flavors to the rhythms and songs. This vibrant musical scene heavily features traditional instruments including maracas, panderitas, and tambours. African music has been a part of Surinamese culture since the colonial era. The core of the sound is still the tambour rhythm, which reflects the rich cultural heritage of Afro-Surinamese people. An essential component of ceremonies and festivities, the apinti tambour is a traditional maroon instrument that serves as a live link to the past and a tool for maintaining long-standing customs. The Javanese community, which introduced distinctive indigenous instruments and musical scales, is one of the major Indonesian influences. With its gongs and metallophones, the gamelan ensemble gives Suriname's already vibrant music a meditative touch. Another vibrant manifestation of Afro-Surinamese culture is the Kawina dance, which is characterized by swift and forceful tambours. Through infectious beats and call and response tunes, this traditional dance fosters solidarity among participants. Originally, it was done to commemorate significant occasions and foster community bonds. Suriname's cultural celebrations still revolve around the Kawina. The music of Suriname is always changing, combining modern styles like reggae, calypso, and Caribbean soca with traditional rhythms. The outcome is a vibrant and ever-evolving acoustic landscape that captures the vitality and variety of life in this singular South American nation. Let's now focus on Diwali, the Festival of Lights, a celebration for the senses. Many people in Suriname, where a sizable portion of the populace has Indian ancestry, celebrate this lively and unifying event. Here, Diwali holds great cultural significance and is one of the most commonly observed holidays in this multicultural nation. The Indian community in Suriname, who are descended from hired laborers who came during Dutch colonial authority in the 19th century, is the source of Diwali's traditions. These communities have maintained their customs despite being far from their native place, and Diwali is an important aspect of their cultural identity. As a celebration of hope and justice, Diwali commemorates the victory of light over darkness. Hindu mythology serves as the inspiration for the festival's history, which commemorates Lord Rama's homecoming after a protracted exile. Diwali serves as a 5-day reminder to everyone of the significance of virtue and tenacity by embodying the virtues of justice, resilience, and unwavering faith. Homes are lavishly decked out for Diwali with elaborate patterns, oil lamps called diyas, and shimmering lights. Devotion to Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth, is shown by lighting diyas. Through shared prayer, this custom unites families and fosters a loving sense of oneness. The entire atmosphere changes to one of joy and hope as the houses glow with positivity. A major component of the celebration is the food. Traditional Indian desserts like gulab jamun, barfi, and laddu are made by families. Sharing these delectable treats with friends and neighbors is a gesture that represents joy, friendliness, and goodwill. The giving and receiving of gifts and candies exemplifies Suriname's compassion and inclusivity. Despite being primarily a Hindu holiday, Diwali is celebrated by several Surinamese communities, demonstrating the country's cultural cohesion. Processions, traditional music, dancing performances, and lively demonstrations of solidarity are all part of public celebrations. Everyone has a wonderful Diwali experience thanks to the pyrotechnics that light up the sky and provide excitement, especially for the younger generations. Suriname's architecture reflects the nation's multicultural past and the different forces that have influenced its evolution over the years. Suriname's architecture reflects the blending of numerous cultures, from colonial buildings in the capital to traditional wooden homes in the countryside. The capital, Paramaribo, is the ideal illustration of this rich history. With its rows of Dutch colonial homes that blend European architecture with regional features, the city, which was named a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2002, provides a glimpse into the past. The pointed roofs, gleaming white timber walls, and elaborate embellishments that are hallmarks of the centuries-long Dutch colonial history make these structures instantly identifiable. High ceilings, spacious porches, and reflective white exteriors were all features that Dutch settlers added to their architectural plans to combat the tropical heat and keep the interior cool. The Cathedral of San Pedro and San Pablo, the biggest wooden building in the Western Hemisphere, is a notable landmark in Paramaribo. This cathedral is a reflection of the city's colonial past as well as a masterpiece of architecture with its graceful white front and twin towers. In indigenous and rural societies, architecture takes a more organic approach. Built on pillars to avoid floods, Javanese wooden houses have wide interior spaces to encourage air circulation and slanted roofs. A perfect fit for the warm, humid atmosphere of the area. The homes of indigenous settlements in the Amazon rainforest are constructed from palm leaves and local wood, reflecting the close relationship with the environment and blending in with the surroundings. Surinamese homes are also influenced by African and Indian traditions. The intricate wood carvings and intricate motifs that give even modest homes a sense of cultural richness are hallmarks of traditional Indian architecture. The strong family and community ties that are an integral part of life are reflected in Afro-Surinamese homes, which place a focus on communal courtyards and shared areas. Inspired by African customs, the decoration's vivid colors exude warmth and vitality. The historic center of Paramaribo is still recognized by UNESCO as an important cultural heritage site in 2024, underscoring the significance of protecting Suriname's architectural gems for coming generations. At the center of the Guyanese region, Suriname is situated in the northeastern part of South America and has borders with Guyana and French Guiana. Although the history of this region has been influenced by European powers, Suriname's journey, which is based on long-standing indigenous communities, colonial conflicts, and a heritage of cultural resistance, stands distinct. The Arawak people established in the coastal areas of Suriname approximately 3,000 years ago, long before European explorers arrived. Small-scale farming, fishing, and collecting were the main sources of prosperity for these early cultures. The Caribbean later delved farther into Suriname's jungles, establishing their own cultural imprints that still have an impact on the area today. European explorers from France, Spain, and England landed on the Suriname shores in the 16th century. None of these nations created permanent colonies at that time, despite their initial claims and voyages. The English did not establish a permanent settlement in Marshall Creek, along the Suriname River, until 1667, in the 17th century. However, Suriname was given to the Dutch in exchange for the Dutch colony of New Amsterdam, which would eventually become the city of New York, as part of the Treaty of Breda that same year. Plantations in Suriname flourished under Dutch administration, producing cocoa, coffee, and sugar. Africans who were transported to the area as slaves worked in appalling conditions to grow these crops. Many enslaved people fled to the forests in spite of the hardship, establishing autonomous maroon communities that grew strong and self-sufficient. As Napoleon's power grew throughout Europe in 1795, Suriname was transformed from a Dutch proprietary territory to a Dutch colony. A direct colonial administration and economic modifications were among the changes brought about by this new phase. Despite its difficulties, this shift signaled the start of Suriname's development and laid the groundwork for the nation's independence in the 20th century. Please remember to like and subscribe to my channel if you liked today's video. We are really grateful for your support. The video that is currently playing on your screen can be clicked. You'll love this information, I'm sure. Which country would you like to see on our channel? Please comment below. I appreciate you watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Your presence here with us today makes us very happy. To help us out, please like the video, subscribe for more, and leave a comment. Pronto numbers vemos.